One day, you wake up and realize the world has turned black and white. Nothing tragic happened. The sun still rises, coffee still has a smell, the clock still works. But something inside you has detached from life. Things keep existing. They just seem to exist without you. You carry out tasks, reply to messages, laugh at the right moments, but everything sounds like dubbing. And the cruelest part is that nobody notices. You can be dying inside and still hear, "You look great." It's almost funny. Society applauds those who manage to hide their own collapse. Maybe that's what few understand. Burnout doesn't arrive screaming. It infiltrates like mold. It covers the walls of consciousness until breathing itself feels like too much effort. That's where the dangerous thought is born, not as an explosion, but as a whispered question. What if I didn't need to continue? This question is not an anomaly. It is the exact point where a collapsing brain tries to negotiate with its own pain. What you feel is not weakness. It is biology. It is history. It is the result of everything a human body can endure before giving in. Today's video is not about cheap hope. It is about the truth nobody says. Sometimes continuing to live feels like an offense to logic itself. And yet it is also the most radical act someone can commit. The human mind is the only place where pain does not bleed. It hides, clean and invisible, yet lethal. And maybe that is what makes it so dangerous. You can die from something nobody sees. The body screams when it is injured. Fever exposes it. Blood proves it. But when what rots is the thought itself, suffering disguises itself as normality. You keep answering messages, paying bills, smiling, and the more functional you look, the more others believe everything is fine. Psychiatrist Edwin Schneidman wrote that suicide is not a desire for death, it is the end of unbearable pain. That is the most precise sentence ever said on the subject. The problem was never wanting to die, it is not knowing how to live inside a body that hurts all the time. Psychic pain is not just emotion, it is a collapse of internal coherence. It is when the brain loses the ability to create meaning, when the future stops being a possibility and becomes a punishment. No one chooses this collapse, just like no one chooses a cardiac arrhythmia. Deep suffering is a disorder of perspective. Everything comes too close. Guilt, fear, memories, as if the world were compressing until there is no air left. There is no longer enough distance to breathe between thoughts. It is what David Foster Wallace called a mind on fire. You don't want to junk, but the fire pushes you.